Hello everyone, I'm Greycloak, thank you for joining me, and welcome back to episode 47 of Krastorio, where we are finally starting to get ready to produce production tech cards. And we are starting with building productivity modules. We want 1 per second of these. So we just bring in components and circuits. Actually, I also wanted to sort of redo my bus, but let's hold off on that until we get this science done. Wait, where's my green circuits? Oh, back here. Because I think we can simplify a lot of this stuff actually. Oh, maybe not enough, a lot of it, but stuff like this. Oh, just looking at this line makes all the right places tingle. But my thought is that if we keep everything, all splitters and such, in this 4 tile space, then it's easier to have space for underground belts everywhere where you need them. And you can always just do that by... Let's see if we can find a good place to try this. I guess something like these are just fine. If you had other lines here and wanted to get up there, you could just underground this and split that. And then you could even, in these cases where we have 4 belts of the same stuff, you could always prioritize the middle 2, and those 2 would always be where you pulled it off from. And you could even balance those 2 with 1 balancer. I sort of like that. Oops. And this needs to be taken from the middle as well. Actually, this is wrong. We want it to be taken like this. And this line needs to continue, of course. But yeah, then you can still have underground belts here. And if you didn't have this here as well. So this could be made better. This could be made... no, it couldn't, never mind. But this stuff could probably be made better. Yeah, let's worry about that later. Focus on the science for now. Circuits we wanted here. So let's just start doing this now, because oops. Oh, I guess we can just start there, never mind. Good. Actually, you know, we do want to keep a space here for an underground belt, if we ever need that. Not that it seems like we do, but this is fine. So this is 2 of the inputs for these things. If we want to... It's not like I want to keep this bus forever, but... Oh, come on. If we want to try and be better at planning the buffs for upscaling stuff, then we also need to stop combining belts where we don't have to. So just keeping the electronic components over here, getting the circuits in here. And then we can longhand insert or output the productivity modules. Now we needed one of these per second for now, which means we need 15 machines making them. This is 7, 14, 15. That seems like a lot. But they are just very slow to make. Right. Actually, each of them takes 10 electronic components and 5 electronic circuits, so we are using 10 of those per second and 10 and 5 of those per second. Well, and these needs to go in. So this will take up a lot of resources if we actually need all of this. Good. And we output to another build. And then we just need power. Perfect. Or at least good enough. We're still good on power. Let's have a look at our nuclear power. So we still have 50,000 steam left there, which we're just letting running out so we can get rid of this old setup. And this one should be running full time. And it is producing a good amount of steam. It should stop after this one though, because we have more than 100,000 steam. And these definitely won't be using that steam very fast. So that's all good. These needs to be brought over to the productivity science, I think it's called, production tech cards. But we need to make fast transport belts as well first. Which is probably a lot of resources. So we need 2 fast transport belts per second. Each fast transport belt is 6 iron, okay, so not too bad. But that's still 12 iron per second. Now how do we want to do this? One machine making this can produce 2 per second, if it had a crafting speed of 1 at least, but that's something we are disregarding entirely because all of the included machines have the same crafting speed. Make 4 of these per second, we don't need to. We need 1 iron and 1 iron gear wheel per second to get 2 of these per second. And then we need another 5 iron gear wheels per second. No, that's 10. Another 10 iron gear wheels per second to get 2 of these per second. So 11 iron gear wheels per second is needed. How are we going to do that? Should we just make a separate production of these? I guess we should. How are we on the build? So we need iron and iron gear wheels for this. So if we get an iron line in here, and we get the iron gear wheel line there, then I guess we put the yellow belts on a belt there. Actually, that's not a good idea. Let's move these over, I guess. So yellow belts will be here. Remove this. So iron, yellow belts, iron gear wheels, and the red belts, which will probably go up this way. Okay, let's start by getting the 11 iron gear wheels per second at least. We can make 2 per second in one machine. So with 5 we get 10 per second, and this is 12. Do we want to make that scalable though? This is almost the exact need for 2 red belts per second. Which is 12 iron per second. We could, with the belts available, we could easily scale that to double. Should we just do that? Maybe we actually just make the gear wheels in their own line so they're easier scalable. Also, we could just use this belt of iron gear wheels. How much have we been taking off of that? Here for engine units. And here for green tech cards. And here for our utilities bus. And I guess that's it. Yeah. Oh, we have some here. For automation cores, okay. Let's start some research. Maybe we shouldn't start anything. Yeah, let's work towards a better armor, I guess. So the thing is, I think we will just make the iron gear wheels. Actually, we can do that on top of the bus instead of this. We have more space up here to work with, so let's do that. You take a iron line. Do you have to be there? So yeah, we merged all of these. We can remove those. Good. Let's just make sure that the middle ones from here are always the one prioritized. And then we balance those, I guess. Good. But let's just set this up to make a full belt of iron gear wheels. which requires a full build of iron, which is fine. Well, maybe we don't set it up to make the full belt just yet, but we make it so that it's scalable at least. That seems like a good idea. So we can make 2 per second in each machine. With 10 machines we can make 20 per second. That should be fine. More than enough that we need for the science at least. And we just merge this stuff, which we do inline, of course. Should we prioritize any of them? Is there a reason to? I guess in order to keep as much of the belt backed up as possible, we prioritize this new input. Right. Power, 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 and more power. So if these produce 20 per second, that's more than we can handle on one side of the belt, right? Oh. Let's keep it going for just a bit to see it. But yeah, it is a bit more. Of course, these machines are a bit slower than 1 crafting speed, so it's not as evident. I guess we wanted to shuffle over after 8, and then we can plan for 15 machines total. Good, so now we have at least a good amount of iron gear wheels, so we don't have to make those for our red belt production. So now it is just iron and iron gear wheels we need. Okie dokie. Maybe we should just get some robots to do this for us. Oh. Of course we're out. And we're out of range of the robots, of course. Maybe we should just start leaving some space up here for power first of all, and the robobots. This seems a bit off, but no it's not. Thank you, robots. Oh no. Oh, they were not for me, that's fine. Efficiency modules. Onwards toward a better armor. Good, so red belt production. First of all, iron. Let's get that. I think it was here. But you can't just do that. Can you? Well, I guess we can replace it like that. And one machine making yellow belts should be more than enough here, which means that we can replace the iron belt with a yellow belt. Unless we want this to be scalable, of course, which is always nice, but it's a hassle on the bus. So the other thing we need is iron gear wheels. I guess we just don't worry too much about saving space here. Let this be iron. Why have we not pulled all of these lines? Guess we have just been lazy. Let's at least pull the 2 middle lines, as they're the ones we want to pull off of from now on. Oh. Finish? Oh, other robots are coming. Oh, robots are coming with that, I guess. Let's just bring all of these, cause it confuses me otherwise. Good. Let's work further towards this. Military. So we have the iron at least. Pull that into yellow belt production. Output onto a belt. Produce red belt. Pull from that, and from this that will be iron gear wheels. Good. Get some power in. Oh, we need iron gear wheels for this as well, of course. These inserters should be fast enough when they can carry 2 at a time, right? So this produces 4 per second. These take 1 every half second. So together they consume 4 per second. Okay. And we need to output this stuff. And should we combine it or not? The red belt is one of the large needs of this science stuff. I actually sort of wish that I put this on the bus. Is that too late to do something about now? So we can combine the productivity modules with the uranium, which actually means we want it to go the other way, because we're bringing uranium in from the bottom somewhere. The belts and blank text cards can have their own belts. So we want to put blank text cards onto a belt here, which are made around here, and then we have the actual science machines down here with 2 inputs here and the productivity modules plus uranium over here. Something along those lines. We will need more production of the blank tech cards though. Let's just check this ratio again. Actually, we need iron for that, which sucks. Oh, we're combining the iron and the copper for this. So with half a belt, that's 15 per second. We can actually make a lot of these, so maybe this old setup is fine. I think it is. So iron comes into this. Let's bring that. Whoops. We're getting closer though. We still need to bring up the uranium, of course, which we haven't set up at all yet. No, don't get me off course, stupid trees. That's fine. And we pull from the middle as always. We are pulling a lot of stuff down right now, but I guess that's just life. If we see a problem at any time, we can just balance them better. So, copper cable needs copper. Oh, so we made this with 2 inserters because they were slow at the start, but we don't really need that. Don't know why we put the power pole up there either. Output. You 3 make these. Oh, we're not. God dang it. We're not using these machines for that. Have we produced these science tech labby things up here? Yes, we have. We need some of those. Right after we start the next research, if we can. Still need some module research. That shouldn't be there. Here we are. How are we doing on pollution? Actually, not too bad. Helps a bit that we aren't burning a lot of coal down here for power. But I thought nuclear power also polluted. But it doesn't seem to be too bad. Mainly the mining here. Let's bring cover. Hopefully I won't have to move all this, because that would suck. Whoops. We should also get the cover to the middle belts. So we get copper cable, we get blank tech cards, we get iron. The iron is only for the blank tech cards though. Now we're having a bit of a clash though. This needs a full belt, okay. Oh, we are reserving a full belt for it, so this should be fine. Still not these machines we're getting the tech from. Where are the research servers they're called? So uranium and the productivity modules will come from down here. Whoops, come on. There we go. The blank tech cards will come from this belt, which annoys me a bit that is on the right, because usually I output to the right. But we can just do this and output to the left instead. And we need long inputs here. And we need long outputs. And that is our production tech cards. Yes. Do we have room for those? Not on this build at least. We can just run it on the outside, that's fine. Need it with one space in between this though. Good. Whoops. And then we just need long head inserters on the outer side of these research labs as well. Guess we don't really need them in these old research labs, but let's put them there anyway. Did I not start a next research? Oh, they're not even using... No, they're using the blue ones. Can't we do that research in this? I guess not, because the research requires basic tech cards, which we can't do here. Okay. That's so weird. No will. So, let's go and fetch us some uranium, I guess. I guess we should make a depot down here first. And since it's not a lot of uranium we need... Oh, we haven't gotten that. Let's use this old... train station. Of course we need to move this line down a bit, but that's okay. So this is bus. Uranium 238. we should probably put this in our blueprints just for next time we need it, because we will probably need it again. Also, we should make some more room here for more depots if we need them. There we go. And remove all of this, of course. But unfortunately, that is all we have time for in this episode. So thank you all for joining me, and I'll see you next time. Bye.